Hello everyone for the Legion slash Ritual farming project that I've been doing for the last week. So over the last week, I pretty much decided to go from pretty much no divines up to a Headhunter, and I play only like a couple hours a day besides like the 2 days off I had to play a lot more. But just want to go over the strategy I've been doing. I changed it up about every day or so, to try something different. But in the background, you can see me doing the Duns map. It's pretty much the Legion strategy that, I know a lot of people put Legion projects already out there, Grimrow and all of them. Yes, Duns is extremely strong. I already know that. I just want to give out what I was doing towards the end. This is sort of when I changed it to what I thought was better version, is combining Legion. Pretty much combining like either Polish or Gilded Legion. Um, I think I was doing like one Harbinger, an Elder, a Shaper, depending on what I had around what I had to buy, and then whatever else at the top of that. And then the Sextants, pretty much this one, I was throwing one Deli Orb on all my maps. I'm not sure if it's the best way to do one Deli Orb or buying the Deli Sextant. I'm not sure which one's the better option. I just had a bunch of Deli Orbs, so why not use them? Making them all 20%. But pretty much what I'm doing here is I'm just, doing the usual altar strategy, rush, kill the boss, and then going back and clearing out all the 3 to 4 legions you have per map, doing the altars on the way, and then after I clear the whole map out, that's when I start doing my rituals, whichever one got hit by the most amount of legions, because Legion does buff your ritual a lot. Because with Legion, I was averaging about 10 to 14k ritual points per map, and it's pretty much a lot to go through. Ritual hasn't really paid off that well this league though. I've only got like 2 Blizzard Crowns and like a bunch of Exalted Orbs, which don't matter. So overall, I'm not sure if I made money or lost money on Ritual. It's just something I wanted to try by selecting my tree into Ritual and all that. So the build I'm playing is an Inspired Learning build. Cold PV with one Inspired Learnings. It worked for the time being. You can see like the buffs you don't get a lot. The build's not the zoomiest out there to play, but it works for what I wanted to work for, and that's the whole point I was after. How long? So, I'm gonna give one heads up real fast about this. Pretty much, skip all this. These maps do take a long time to run if your build is not a super zoom build with insane damage. I was almost spending about 10 plus minutes on one map, mainly because it's it's almost like the old school what do you want to call it? The 100% Delirious maps where you're going around killing everything. Get your Inspired Learnings buff. Once everything dies, you go back and start looting, and you start clicking on a lot of stuff, and that's when this starts to get really annoying. And one thing I want to mention is that the Sextants for rolling Legion at the time of this video is going for about 40 chaos, which is extremely expensive, between 35 to 40, and the emblem prices are just going down in value. Like I was selling Marikith in bulk for like 40 to 45, and like Templars like around 15 to 16, and the other ones are 3 and red is 4. So the prices of emblems are not that good right now. If you're gonna sell them, I would either just go TFT and just find someone who's like a 0.4 or 0.5 buying them at, or just list them yourself at bulk price and wait for someone to buy them. That's what I did. It takes longer, but if you don't need the money right away, it doesn't hurt to do. But doing this every day, even though I wasn't playing too much, I was farming about 8 to 15 divines a day. Pretty much I was buying about one doctor a day, pretty much. Until I started gambling, that ended up going really bad. So you can see like the video in the background is still going on. That's why these maps do take a very, very long time to finish. And we're still going. And we're still going. And we're still going. That's what I mean about these maps, especially when you add ritual and all that kind of stuff. They do take a long time. Like a lot of your money from this does come from ritual, which it does work out. And like you get, like this is just from one small session, amount of 6 links. I filled this tab up almost twice a day. Because the amount of 6 sockets you get, they do add a lot of money, so I would recommend 6 sockets. If you got 6 sockets, I recommend just picking them up, throwing them into the quad tab. At the end of your session for the day, then start sell them off to fusings and the jewelers, sell jewelers into fusings to the vendor, and then fusings sell extremely quick. And then also, you want to make good. A lot of your currency from this comes from incubators. Like right now, I have the incubators I'm using over the incubators that are not as strong. So like whenever something runs out, I just put one of these incubators, like scarabs, divination, fossil if it's a last resort, like all that kind of stuff. I pretty much just put out there. Use it if I get it. Okay, so enough of this. It's gonna be a long video. So pretty much, I use this to farm up everything. It's most of your money from doing this doesn't come from your divine orbs. It comes from everything else. Your bubblegum currency is what carries this so much. You know, all your jewelers and the fusings, all your chance orbs and the scours. You know, all the regrets you pick up, the sextants, aura makings, the vault orbs. Even ancient orbs you get, instilling orbs. Like that's a lot of your money. Yeah, the GCPs also. A lot of whatever side you're farming, the blue or red, that's a lot of your currency from doing this. I'm trying to think what else. But yeah, like when I was doing this, like the Legion encounter is what you want to aim for the most. That's the most important compass to buy. The other compasses don't matter. Like I have a bunch of ritual ones still here. It is overall, this is the mandatory one because when you combine that plus like either polished or gilded Legion plus your Legion on the map device, it adds so much stuff to your map, and that's where all your currency comes from. So like that's pretty much what I've been up to for the whole week. I mean, don't worry about like, you know, if you have some macrams, you're not going to care about most of these tabs. Pretty much like tablets, I just been making them, put a bunch in here, then run them all at once. Like your map tabs, you could definitely sell maps while doing this. I did. I sold like a bunch of my Doom maps. That's where all my Doom map went, and there's a lot of currency with its in Dooms alone. Atlas Tree, I changed this so many times. I don't know what the best one is. This was just the one I ended with, which is a Strongbox, Legion, Singular Focus, and Ritual. That's and Shrines. Like that's pretty much the whole tree, and I went blue. I was doing red earlier. The problem with doing red for me is that you get a lot less altars, and the red one hits extremely hard if you hit the stupid meteor on Flask one, or damage over time ones. Those just absolutely kill you so quick. Where I got tired of it at the end when I started doing like the ritual stuff, and I switched over to blue. And you just notice like this Scarab one with blue is very strong. Overall, I think blue one is just easier to do. That's why I switched over to blue. Like, because I'm rolling Sextants, Ritual Cluster, Shrine Cluster, the triple Legion Cluster, Shrine, more maps, more Legion, Strongbox, the small part of Delirium, which you don't even have to take. I just put on there. The other ritual, I skipped this one. Yeah, I skipped this one because it's way too many points to go out this way. So I just said, screw it. I'll just skip the 8% more in attribute. I already get plenty from each of my maps. And then, like, I'm pretty much only doing Delirium, Ritual, and Legion. Everything else is blocked off. But I have changed this tree so many times when doing this. Because, like, I've tried... I've done Essence at one point, but the problem is you're slowing down a map makes Essence really bad. I tried taking, before Singular Focus, I had these two clusters up here. And when you have these two clusters, you don't need Singular Focus. I just went with this one just to save some points. The Shrine cluster, I think, is very valuable if you're doing a build that does damage. It just speeds up your Shrine, especially if you get the Acceleration Shrine. You go through your maps at such a quick pace. You know, all the Legion stuff over here. That's pretty much it, really. It's not the best tree, but it works for the time being. And pretty much I just been going. I'll probably make a small build guide maybe of this build. I don't think people are going to want to see this that much because it's not really optimized for this. Because like it's a budget version of the build that it can become. You know, like it's only one cluster's juke build. Inspired Learnings that used to be right here, but I sold off to get the last cards I need. But I'll link this POB in the description below if people want to see it. I don't know if it's the best, but I'll just put it there. I'll just add the inspired learnings I took out. But overall, the build does work for the baseline, but it worked. You know, I got my Headhunter yesterday for doing this. And I'm going to pretty much transition the build, you know, switch to Bell, which I already fixed the resistance by just changing this from lightning to cold. And we're pretty much going to go and start farming a different map because I'm done with Duns now for this league. You know, like I can have I already have over 72 Crimson Temple maps ready to go. I'm starting to build up Prominence for our next project. That's going to be expensive. But we'll see. But I just want a quick update video about the whole week that I didn't put anything out, but it's pretty much just been doing Legions all the week. That's why I didn't put anything out until the now. But very short video. If you'd like to see it, subscribe below. Come follow on Twitch. I'll probably put out a build guide of the budget BV build I'm playing, just in case someone does want it. They'll have it out there. But overall, the builds, you know, any build work for this that can at least clear quick. That's all you really need. You know, RF works, BV works. Obliteration 1 build works. Like anything that can blow up legions is all that matters. Just like have some type of defense on your build. Inspire learnings makes it super easy. Headhunter, Mage Blood, any build that can move quick is all that matters. But hope everyone liked the video. If you see it, subscribe below. Follow on Twitch. If you're doing a different farming strategy that you think is better than this, put a description below so that other people can see it too and have ideas. Because there is no really wrong one answer this league. It's more of just what do you want to do. Because crafting this league sucks, so it's pretty much just finding what you want to do to have fun. That's what I'm doing with this league. And I want to transition this build into my next build, which I think will be a little more interesting. A lot more expensive, but something I want to do. But hope everyone liked the video. Hope to see everyone on the next one.